a sudden, I found myself in love with the whirl. So there was only one thing that I could do, was ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-ling-long.
Previously, we were talking about the, not stupid people, but the guy who took the airplane. Speaking of stupid things to do, a guy in New Jersey, was it Bayou?
You from Jersey?
Bayonne,
I'm from Jersey.
went into a bank, went up to the teller and handed her a note demanding all the cash. As she's reading the note, he snags it back and says, "I'd like to open a bank account." But she'd already read it and pushed her little red button.
That was quick.
Well, I mean, she reads a note that says, "Give me all the money." The guy snags it back. Talk about bad timing. Meaning, he could have
You gotta commit.
either do it or don't, right?
You better be committed when you walk in that door.
Right.
And follow through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not encouraging
That's
bank
the problem
robbing.
with people nowadays. They
So-
don't follow
They
through.
don't follow through.
just
If you're
wanna
going to
work.
rob the bank, rob the bank.
They just want to wear yoga pants and sit at home.
And try on Japanese things to see if their nipples will fit. Oh, my God.
He just had to get Kirk going.
So I guess he hands it over and has like an epiphany, if you will. Like, maybe I should be doing this.
This probably isn't a good idea.
But I mean, if you had just thought of that 3 seconds earlier and said, "I'd like to open an account," so I guess the guy's on the run.
Always
that-
on the run.
Yeah,
Lenny
well,
Kravitz.
Like, I didn't like that song.
That was a great song. Dang. I want to make it a lead-in song for this podcast.
Right now, it's Ministry.
I like the Ministry, though. That's fairly obscure, but yet nails it.
I think people know enough about that song, or at least have heard those expressions, which I'm not sure exactly what they mean, but
How many Ministry albums do you have?
all of them.
All of them. Very
I was kind of a metalhead, so I had all that stuff back then.
good. All right.
Well, I don't know all of them. They put out probably 20 more after that. I had the stuff from the 90s.
Right. Yeah, that's where I was keyed in.
Same thing with like not White Pony. Who did the album White Pony?
Deftones?
Deftones.
Yes. Deftones.
The Deftones had a great album called White Pony, and they've since they have a whole bunch of albums after that.
I remember the Deftones. Yeah, they were actually quite good. I don't own any Deftones, so that's going to make me go on a hunt.
Oh, certainly listen to the White Pony. That's the best one. And they did a whole bunch after that. They're also very good, but they didn't have quite the kick of that particular one. They're not a one-hit wonder or anything like that.
No, they were big. They were big enough. I think I may have actually seen them a couple of times.
Yeah, I saw they opened. I think they opened for, I can't remember who. Anyway, my number one concert thing is when I got spit on by Tommy Lee in the 80s.
Did you have to get shots for Hep C?
This is before he was with Pam Anderson.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'd still get a shot anyway.
He used to go up in that I still did it throughout his entire career. He went up into the platform where he played the drums, right? Actually, the concert that I went to was in New England. This was in the late 80s, I think, when they were the Dr. Feelgood tour.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was a good album.
So they were playing a little bit of everything, and so he got up onto his platform, started spinning around. I mean, coming across the audience,
Oh, right out over the
right over the audience.
yeah. Mega $1 million stage production.
Yeah. I mean, that is as hot of a band could have gotten at the time, and in the rock world at least. And So it came up pretty low at one point, and he spit on me. Not me in particular, a bunch of people, but I was like, wow, I just got spit on by Tommy Lee. That's cool.
Sweet. Sweet dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be spit on by him now. I saw them again a few years ago. They still put it out just like they did before.
Well, didn't they just retire? Then
Well, they went on a retirement tour, and they did a show here in Detroit, 2 shows here in Detroit.
Okay.
I went to the first one, and yeah, they're still as good as they used to be. I mean, Vince Neil's lost a little bit of his luster in his voice, but otherwise they were very entertaining.
Oh yeah, you can't do Motley Crue bad. I don't think. You know.
Mick Mars looked like he's like the Crypt Keeper as usual.
him and what's his name from the Rolling Stones hang out a lot, right? Keith Richards.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they look the
They
same.
look
They
identical.
look like brothers. He always had that hat on. Mick Mars did.
The last mega band show I saw was AC/DC 2016 when Bryan Adams he lost his hearing,
Yeah.
so they threw Axl Rose in. I went to go see it, and I said, "Oh man, I don't know. You know what? That was one of the best concerts."
Did
I've
he
ever
do
seen.
good?
He rolled. He just kicked the crap out of that whole show. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Guns N' Roses back in the day when they were, Appetite and all that stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
some of their prior stuff, which they did as well. They did Lies EP, and anyway, so I go to see. It was Metallica and Guns N' Roses out in Phoenix.
Whoop.
Yeah, and out in the desert. A lot of things happened before that, but let's say, all right, so we get to the concert. I'm watching it. Metallica's first. They're very predictable, meaning put on a good show, did their thing, did their time, say thank you, and leave. Guns N' Roses didn't come out for like 6 hours.
They were notorious
So
for doing that.
I listened to like 3 songs and left. I was disappointed because I'd wanted to see them for years, and I was like, God, I was sick of waiting.
Yeah, that was like their ego tour. See how long they can make people wait.
Well, this was on the Use Your Illusion tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like him as much anymore because he put on spandex and started running everywhere. Meaning, have you ever seen Axl Rose do that? Like, he puts on like these little spandex and like runs across the stage. You can't hear him sing because he's just running everywhere.
Just running, yeah. Wow.
Runs from one side to the other to the other to the other. So I finally left.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
No, too much energy. He had a messed up life though.
Well, that's why it took him 6 hours to get there. He had to like get jump started. Then he had to, get in the limo, and they had to drag him over. It was probably like a Pink Floyd, the Wall scene.
Yeah.
Give him a shot, stick him up
Wake
on
him
stage,
up, wake him up.
dose him.
Like in Pulp Fiction where they stab.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right, let's rock. Who was that? Oh, that was Uma Thurman. They were waking up Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Pulp Fiction.
Narcan.
I love Tarantino stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Inglourious Basterds is a great movie.
I have not seen that
You
one.
gotta watch it, Kurt. I avoided it for years because it was lame. Because my son told me it was long, really long, and I'm like, watch it. One of my favorites. It's so well done. Brad Pitt, and I'm not a big fan of his, did a great job playing the main character. Everybody did good in that.